Hello, my name is Zach, and I'll be assisting you with FieldWorker. The plan for this tutorial is to make sure that you're able to handle all of the basic functionality of FieldWorker just using the FieldWorker system. To do so, we'll be creating a customer, project, task, and new time entry. To start things off, we're going to create a customer. You can do so by clicking on the left-hand side area where we see this new section. After clicking New, we'll then click on Customer/Patient. Once clicked, I'll actually go and autofill the data here. We can see that it's going to require some basic information, first and last name if it's an individual or organization, the DDD ID or state ID. In this case, I'm just going to use a basic identifier, so number 2, but this is also my first customer, so 1 works as well. Other details, so other key identifiers. Some of this is optional information. The only areas where it is not is the acquired date, status, and related project manager. Once filled in, you can then click on the bottom here where it says Create Customer. Once completed, you'll then move to create a project/plan. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here, and we can see that I have the information filled in. So I've created the title John Doe CBS, CBS being the client-based services, and the active plan version. If there's multiple plans that you have with a customer, you can make multiple projects and have additional plan versions. Next, we have the customer themselves, John Doe, the assigned project manager, which is myself, the date and location, so the start date, as well as the end date. If there is not an end date, you can just extend the date by 4 or 5 years, and that's completely fine. A location or multiple locations, as there may need to be, a price, which is the budgetary details, and finally, all assigned employees. In this case, because I'm the only employee, I will be assigning myself. Once completing the customer and plan, we'll then create a task. Now, in this case, the task can be anything that you may need to complete your services for the customer. So if I wanted to say, call John, description is reach out by phone, I can then assign it to my project, John Doe CBS, and the type of task, I can then assign a phone call. I'll click continue, and I can create a start and end time. We'll say, let's end at 2:30. And the location, which is the location assigned. I'll then click continue and then assign this to myself. We can set a priority if this is billable to the customer and if a signature is required. Once created, if I go back to the home screen, we can now see that the task is going to appear in upcoming appointments. Now, if you do not want to create a scheduled task, as scheduled tasks through our mobile app are geographically driven, which does mean you do need to arrive on site at the location. You can then choose to enter in a timesheet after the service has been completed. To do this, we can see on the bottom area here, this timesheet section. By clicking the plus, I can now add in a timesheet by assigning it to a project, creating the title, which is called John, the type of task, which was a phone call, which is right here, any notes that would need to be additionally added to the time entry, and then the start and end time, which I said was at 2:30. Once completed, I can then submit this time entry, and we can see that this will be visible below and also be reported within timesheets on the left-hand side. This should help you with creating some tasks and time entries in FieldWorker. If you do have any questions, please be sure to reach out to our support at our email support@fieldworker.ai. Thank you.